Mindset family. It's your girl, the Nappy Dreamer, here to let you know tonight's episode is for mature audiences only. It contains adult language and situations. Viewer discretion is advised. What's good, everybody, and welcome. If it's your first time viewing, welcome back. If you're returning, I'm the Nappy Dreamer.
And I'm Kia Blaine.
And we are
the Melanin Mindset.
Yeah,
never in sync. Whatever.
All right, so listen, friend, before I do the thing that I do, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing great. It's been a great weekend. How about you, friend?
It's been all right. I feel like I adequately prepared for what we got to go on tonight.
Okay, that's good.
All right, adequately prepared. All right, well, listen. If you're viewing us on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe and turn on those notification bells so you can be among the first to know when the Melanin Mindset goes live each week. Look for us on Facebook, the Melanin Mindset. Find us out there on Twitter and Instagram, Melanin Mindset _. And then we're located out on TikTok, y'all. We are the Melanin Mindset on TikTok. So go ahead and connect with the Melanin Mindset at all of our outlets wherever you can. All right, so and give us a like wherever you're viewing right now. Hit that like button and let us know where you're viewing from. So, friend, go ahead and do that thing that you do.
So today, guys, if you read the title, we're gonna talk about sex. Yes, sex. I'm not giving it no cute name. I'm not calling it doing the do. We are talking about sex because we are adults, and now this is the time that if your children are around, tell them to leave because this is an adult conversation. But that is what we are talking about today. And there needs to be a more healthy conversation about sex, especially in our community. Like, this is not something that we can just act like doesn't happen. We'll talk to our kids about drugs. We'll talk to our kids about not talking to strangers, but we don't talk to them about something that they're inevitably about to start doing. Okay? So, no, it is not called doing it, Stan. He's starting already. So today we have a special guest who is an expert in the area. I'm going to let you introduce her because she sent you her stats. I don't have them. Do I have them?
You do, but it's okay.
Okay, I didn't know I had them. But go ahead and introduce her, friend.
All right, so she is Jessica Miller, affectionately known as Just Romance. Y'all, she has been a 5-year pure romance lady that travels educating women. Huh?
Nothing.
Travels educating women on sexual health and wellness all over the U.S. of A, y'all. She is a wife of 10 years, a mom of 4 amazing grown children, and recently an empty nester and new nana. Y'all, give it up one time for Jess Romance, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us this evening, Jess.
Hi, you guys. Hello.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
We are so happy to have you.
I'm so excited to be here.
We are so excited to have you. I don't know. They started with the banana already. That's from another episode, Jess. We will not stress you out with the whole banana conversation.
Bring it.
But, long story short, when I was in school, they gave a banana demonstration in sex ed.
Right.
There was a banana.
If your last sex ed class was 6th grade, please holler at me after the show.
Girl, I was in elementary school. That's
right. Well, 6th grade. That's it. And they taught you about male ejaculation and menstrual cycles. It's so much more to life.
So much more involved.
Oh man. So we're gonna get into it. Friend, you want to kick us off?
Yes, let's kick it. So, all right, I don't think we have to do a definition. Y'all know we're notorious for a definition around here, but I mean, if you don't know what sex is, go ahead. This ain't your episode.
Right.
Anyway.
Please
So let's talk about when we first learned about sex. Like, how old were you? What was going on? Was it your mom, your dad, your big sister, cousin? Like, what was your first introduction to sex?
You going first?
You going first, Marquita.
Go.
We're going to let our guests go first.
Okay, we'll let our guests go first. Okay, Jess. All right, we're going to let Jess go first.
When I felt like that I was ready, I felt like I was a big girl and I wanted to have that conversation with my mom. I went to my mom.
Oh, big girl.
I told her I like this boy at school. He cute. Oh my gosh, Mom. And you know what she told me? Worry about your education and the Lord, that'll come. Da 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 da. She cut me off. I ended up pregnant at 16. So my
I
oldest
thought she was
child
about
is
to speak in
23 years
tongues.
old right now. I mean,
Mm,
I asked for the conversation, but I didn't get the conversation that I needed to further educate. So I have a
yeah.
20-year-old and a 19-year-old daughter that we've had the talks. They know I'm an open book, and mom is gonna give you the tea.
All right
So
now.
Mm.
educate your babies, don't shun them off. And education is important, but also educating them sexually is important as well, especially when they come to you for the information.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think. My first introduction had to be that class in elementary school.
Oh,
Oh, the banana.
The
the
banana.
banana. That technically is not a class, but go for it.
That was my first
Mm-hmm.
introduction to sex. Was that class? The
What did they
banana.
teach? What did you take from that class other than the banana?
The banana. That's what I got. That's what I remember.
Mhm.
Condoms and bananas. I was in
Condoms and
elementary
bananas.
school. I don't remember much from that time, but that
Okay.
had to be like my first real like introduction to actual sex. So yeah,
Okay.
my introduction to actual sex. Like yeah, that yes, I'm going with that. Friend, when was your first introduction to sex?
Okay, so my first introduction to sex, and my mama is listening, so this gonna be awkward. Was probably I was
I
young.
leaned in for
So
this.
so my granddaddy, God rest his soul, had an extensive pornography collection and magazine. So little Kia stumbled upon both,
Go
and
pops.
that is where my first just full on, okay, that's that. Do I have that? Yes, that is where I first learned about sex.
Do I have that? What the
Do
heck?
Yes.
I have?
Y'all
Yeah.
I probably
feel free
I
to
Those
like
drop in
belong
the
to
comment
me.
like
section.
for real, I was probably like 9, 8 or 9. So yeah, it was all like, whoa, what is that? I don't have one of
Y'all feel
those.
free to drop down in the comment section your first time that you identified sex as a thing. All right. So when
Hmm.
did you first figure out sex was sex?
Right.
All right.
Right.
Put that in the comment section
I
below. Jimmy
promise.
says the
I
basement.
promise. In
See,
South
that's
Georgia,
what
the sex education class has nothing to do with sex.
Mm.
it
I
doesn't.
promise that
What
it has
does it?
nothing
What
to
is
do
the
with
purpose
sex.
of that
No,
class?
they talk about boy ejaculation and menstrual cycle, so you know not to get pregnant when you sneaking and creeping and tipping and dipping.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. So
So
okay.
Jimmy says,
Yeah,
Stan said
Jimmy.
the
Okay,
same
so
thing.
Jimmy and Stan, let me go ahead and clarify. They talking about the same thing. Grandpa's collection was in the basement. They was VHS tapes. They were numbered. He had a whole catalog. And Stan is talking about we all learned the same way. Pop Pop had the collection. He had the collection of all collection. He would rent them out, y'all. Like he was Blockbuster before
Go ahead,
Blockbuster.
Papa. That's entrepreneurship back in the day. We knew nothing about. Go ahead. I'm not even mad with Papa. So not.
But I'm not mad with Pop Pop, but mommy and grandma might be.
oh man, I can't. I can't. The level of I can't.
But my dad was that person in my life that if I needed to talk to worldly things, I talked to because my mom just wasn't having it.
Yeah.
They took me. Listen, I promise
I'm
you.
so
When I
hot.
told
My
my
dog's
mama
gonna
that I
throw
liked
up.
that little boy at school, they took me to church and put me on the altar and we prayed and tarried all night. I called on the name Lord Jesus and still got a baby. What was I? I
Mm-hmm.
was, you
Mm-hmm.
know, it happened.
Now it was a safe space. I can't with the comments.
I can't. I can't. All right. So now, with that established, right? So,
Right.
all right.
Sorry, let's
So,
go ahead.
go ahead,
Okay.
friend. Go ahead, friend.
No, all right. So let's go ahead and establish some things about us. So what do we think? Sex before marriage. Did you guys have sex before marriage? Yes. Okay.
If
Moving
you
on.
got my introduction, I am a wife of 10 years.
Lily-
I was a ready-made family when I met my husband. My sister's been tossing that word around. I hope she's watching. I was a ready-made
The
family before my
ready-made
husband of 10
family.
years picked me up with 4 kids. So life
Oh
is
wow.
possible after children before sex and children before marriage. That none of them are his. None of them are my husband's, and you couldn't
Okay.
tell.
Okay.
So, boom.
Did you, friend?
I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
Try it out. Do not be stuck in a relationship with something that you don't know. I mean, that's just my personal preference and opinion on the subject. But to
All
those
right,
who have
so
made it, bless you.
listen, so here's the deal. I've told my friend this story already. So, yes, my husband and I did have sex before marriage. However, when we started to prepare to get married, right? We went through marriage counseling, and y'all, I know he's not listening. Thank the Lord for this. But my uncle was our marriage counselor, and he's the one
Oh
who married
wow.
us. Yeah, Uncle T was my marriage counselor,
I
and
didn't know that. I don't know why I
Oh,
didn't.
you didn't know that?
I knew he married
Listen,
you, but I don't know why I didn't think. Duh, that was your marriage counselor. Yeah. Okay.
yes, it was. Listen, a long story short, it was just important to me that he married us because that's my grandfather's namesake, and I wanted my grandfather's name on my marriage certificate because he's the one who married my parents and everybody else,
Mm-hmm.
and like them jokers are still together. So I'm like, that name got some power, so we got to have him marry us. But anyway,
I know
so
that's right. That's why I chose who I chose.
so Uncle T was our counselor, and it was probably the most awkward thing because this is like my uncle, and I'm sure I'm like his baby. And so he had the conversation with us about premarital sex, right? So he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Are y'all already having sex?" And so I was like, "Well," and he was like, "No, talk to me like you're not talking to Uncle T, like you're talking to the counselor." So I was like,
Yes.
"Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah," like
Right.
that. And so I'm done with Jimmy. I'm gonna tell him. But yes, so he said he gave us a challenge to abstain until the wedding day at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, build up
So
some excitement.
and we did. So
Okay.
technically I did not have sex before marriage.
I ain't got time. Ain't nobody playing these games with you.
I feel that. You know what? I felt that. Not, I'm not even going into my details, but I cut it off a little bit before time to build that moment. But
I
child,
tried and failed.
yeah, well, I
We
was.
said it, but it didn't happen. It was a great thought.
Oh
Lasted about
man.
48
Oh my
hours.
gosh, my mom, my pure romance mom is in the comments. PR parties by Erica from Georgia here in the comment section. That's my PR mom.
Yes, good evening.
Welcome,
Thanks for tuning
welcome.
in, mom.
Yes, the
Okay.
legality, Sophia. It is legal. That's the legal statement. I did not have sex before marriage.
Yeah, I believe that we're gonna have to bring that before a jury. Okay.
I'm on. Hey, well,
So
for tonight it's 2-on-1, and like we win and you did that, girl. High five. Give me some
high
sound
five.
effects, some
High
claps or
five. What's
something. I
that?
know
What's
you
that?
got something for
What's
me.
that? With a clap before saving yourself before marriage.
Oh
So
man.
okay, one more lighthearted question. How do we feel about sex on the first date? Like y'all know Steve Harvey had his book and he had this 90-day rule and all of this stuff. And I'm like, okay, it sounds good, but I personally know a couple who met, went out, had sex, been married for 20 plus years now.
Okay, so
So now, of course, that's a rarity, but like, is it like the ultimate sin to have sex on the first date?
No.
I just don't believe. Okay, so I'll tell you this: the night that I met my husband,
Okay, Sophia, tell us how
the
you feel.
night that I met my husband, I was
Mm-hmm.
on a scheduled girlfriend date to go to the Waffle House. We was gonna sit down and chill, something we do in South Georgia. Okay, we went to his house. He had ribs, macaroni cheese, dressing, collard greens, cornbread, the works.
He could get
And
it.
we didn't have to pay for the meal. If he had wanted it that night, he didn't get it that night. But if he had wanted it that night, he had laid the table out, and he was very much a
He was
gentleman. I
he was
probably,
you
I'm
were
just saying,
receptive.
but
You were
yeah,
receptive
I
to
mean,
the
if
idea.
the mood leads there as an adult, if you are in your adult mind state, you're not drunk or under any kind of intoxication. If the mood leads there and you are both adults, you're not judging nobody based off who they This just no. I can't
Yeah.
allow that because it's exploration. And if you
Mm-hmm.
feeling it, go with it. If not, then don't. But don't be
Then
pressured into something that you're not wanting to
Fair
do. If
enough.
it's something that you're not wanting to
absolutely,
do, don't do it.
absolutely.
As long as it's a conscious adult
A
decision.
conscious adult decision. Make a conscious adult decision.
But
What do
don't
you
feel
think,
pressure.
friend?
Hey, I'm gonna agree with you guys on what you said. Like, if you guys both are consensual and this is something that you want to do, then hey, have at it. But don't feel pressured into doing it. I think that is important to state that, like, it's, and a lot of people do use, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, it seems that a lot of people use sex as like, oh, this is my way in, or this is going to bring this person closer to me,
Closer.
and don't even
I'm
set
being
yourself up
vulnerable
for the
with myself.
disappointment.
Don't do it.
Don't
Okay.
even
Don't
set
do it.
yourself up for the
Okay.
disappointment.
Because I love to keep the married, happily married, and the single safe and satisfied. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
say before you go on a date with a individual, masturbate. Is that allowed tonight? Can we talk about masturbation?
Yes, yes,
Masturbate, relate, learn yourself, and then you won't be so in tune to give yourself to the next person. Like you'll be already
girl.
took care of that before you
I,
went on a date. You'll be clear headed.
yeah.
You can see the rain. You can see the cloud, the sun before the rain fall. Okay, you won't be snowed by the little woo woo woos. Ooh, you so cute. Yes, I know. I'm glowing. This is orgasm. I
You,
got it before I came.
you
Oh
know, the
man.
first time that was ever like presented was, what movie was that, y'all? With something about Mary. And remember, his friend told him, you gotta, he told him, you gotta do it before you go on a date, so you'll be more relaxed. And then, like, he had did it, and it was a funny movie. So he did it, and the cum was on his ear, and she wiped
Oh
it off and
Lord,
put it in her hair, and her hair was sticking up the whole movie. Y'all gotta watch something about Mary if you ain't seen it.
gonna watch it.
But
I
that
did
was the
not. I
first
gotta watch it.
that was the first time that I saw that, and I just thought to myself, like, that's a good idea to, like, like when we go out and we going out partying, drinks is expensive
Boy,
out,
it'll
so you be
save
like, we
you.
gonna pregame. So we gonna pregame before we go. So what
Bruh.
if you
Fact.
going on a date and you feel like
Definitely
you're
Fact.
gonna
part
be a
of the
little hot and
pregame.
heavy?
Absolute
Pregame before
facts.
you go. Pregame with
I
yourself
Pre-game.
mean,
before you
and,
go.
and, and, and on that subject, from a married aspect, you pregame for going on dates as well. If you sending cute little texts throughout the day, you're flirting. You know what I mean. You sending cute pics or something that you see that you want to try throughout the day. You're pre-gaming in that way too, but with your partner, you're pre-gaming together. So
Yes.
pre-game by yourself when your tax bracket says single, and
Yes.
pregame with your partner when your tax bracket says married. How about that?
Listen, it's that little line you gave
That
before.
is
You
great.
believe in keeping the married and the single safe,
Safe and satisfied, baby.
safe and
Safe
satisfied. I
and
like that.
satisfied. I
I
love
like
Right.
that.
that.
I
That's a
like that.
t-shirt.
That's a right. That's a t-shirt. Text it to me. That's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt. Listen, sometimes you do have to do that whole pregame situation. I do like a good pregame before we go out, friend. We enjoy a good pregame before we head out the door.
Hmm.
But also a pregame, yeah, that I like that a lot. A pregame
That
before
makes
you
sense,
go out
right?
on a date, like go ahead and extinguish that fire before you walk in,
I
and you
mean,
take everything off.
if you're in a coupled relationship but not married, there's ways that you can pregame. Like, make sure that you have lubricant. Make sure you have condoms. Make sure that you're safe. You're doing it in a safe manner. What you're doing, just safety is important. Safety is key,
Safety is so important.
right? And communication.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm. I'm
you can
trying to see
spend
where
that.
So,
You
where
can spend
questions
that a
are.
couple of ways.
so we got some comments out here in the chat. Some of us
Uh-huh.
hold the cookie longer and ninjas run. You know what? I know what you're trying to say with that. And it's true. With that whole Steve Harvey comment you had made earlier, friend, I know I added that note on there, the 90-day rule. When
Mm.
you start to set standards or limitations on things like that, like I'm just like you have to wait for this long. You get what I'm saying? That is where it does scare someone else. Like if I have to wait 90 days for you to give me $50, but I can go drive a quick, Instacart couple of orders and I can have $50 now, then I don't need your $50. Like, let me go get this $50 over here real quick. It's not,
Yeah.
you can't, And what I mean by that is not saying that there's something wrong with a woman who might make a dude wait longer than that or so on. It's absolutely nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying
Nothing wrong
is,
with that at all.
but when you set things up and you're not with a like-minded individual, and then you say something so firm as 90 days, then that messes up that other individual. It makes them think like, hold up, so I'm in timeout for this long, like for real. So if we get to this
Yeah.
point, no, 90 days. You know what I'm saying? Like that it does.
But
It
what
makes
if
it
you
it makes
get
it
to the
awkward.
what if you get to the 90-day point and they're not worthy of the cookie jar?
That part.
And I mean, I think that's the whole purpose of the 90 days is to allow time to get to know somebody and to know like whether we should go forward or go not or not. Because there are many a women out here who are regretful of giving the cookie up to some no good ninja, as
But do
Sophia
you?
calls him.
I'm saying after you've waited, after he's waited his 90 days like a good stewardess, and he not worthy of it. What do you tell him, sir? Go ahead on about your way, or do you feel pressured into just giving it to him because
Right,
you
because
waited
the
those
90
90
days
days?
is up.
A lot of
Like,
people get trapped into relationships because they waited those 90 days, and then they feel obligated. Well, I done been with him this long. I might as well try
Yeah,
to
that pressure of I made him wait, and now I done gave it
just
to him,
don't
but
get
it's
trapped into
trash.
that.
right.
Right.
That puts you back in that not making an adult decision position, because now you're allowing the decision to make it for you. Like you're not allowing yourself to make a conscious adult decision. And that is
Boom.
the key
But
when we're talking about
make him wait till you're ready. If you're not
absolutely.
ready, and men that goes
And
vice
make
versa.
sure he ready too.
Make her wait till you ready. Don't be no ease. Don't let her just throw
Yeah,
you in the kind of way. It's September. Take a man on a date month. If y'all not taking y'all man on a date,
it is.
yes, date your man, date him. Even like they
Oh
say, even
wow,
though you
okay.
got her, you still gotta date her. Even though you got him, you still gotta date him. Date him. Take him out. Send him $25, $30, $40 for a haircut. They expensive nowadays.
Mm.
They're short. Why are they so expensive? Never mind.
I
They are expensive though.
love it.
Listen,
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna put this one on the screen, but I do want to make a comment to it where I also agree if a woman were to go at it the first night, like when they first meet a guy, I don't think that would make her especially if she is making a conscious adult decision. I don't think it would make her a garden tool necessarily. And I don't think it would
Not
either.
the garden tool. The garden tool.
I honestly don't think it closes the door for her to get the ring either. I matter of fact, I'm pretty positive it won't close the door for her to get the ring.
You know what?
Um,
So moving on to the next. Moving right
moving
along.
right along.
What's
Moving
this to the
right
left? To the left. What we got?
I just wanted to be clear that I don't think that that's true. So I wanted to validate that person's comment, but I just didn't want to put it on the screen. So I
Okay.
absolutely want to
Mm,
validate that. Yeah, you're
yeah.
I
100.
agree.
I agree. Yeah.
I agree strongly.
So, if sex is on the table when you're dating, what do you like? Are there limitations you should have? Like, I'm not going to do anal because we're dating,
Mm.
or I won't give him fellatio because we're dating. You know? So, there are certain doors that just don't open because we're dating. Is that a thing? And if you're
Open.
viewing out there and you think there are limitations or there are hard stops, if you will, you know what I mean, when you're dating, let us know in the comment section if you believe that there should be hard stops, when you're dating, as far as what you will and will
I'm
not
looking
do
at these comments.
in
I'm
the
sorry.
bedroom.
Did my husband say
Girl,
you last longer if you pre-grade?
That's right. Listen, once you get that first one off, I agree with you. Once you get that first one off, then you
I be wondering what the hell he doing in the bathroom.
I'm so done. We got a comment down in the chat related to that question.
I
So
met
the
Mr.
open
G.
doors, all doors open.
Get it.
I cannot.
That's
Wait,
I don't know. I feel like if you're gonna go that far, if you're gonna make that adult decision to have intercourse, then it is what it is. At that point, it is what it is. It doesn't make it worse if you go a certain direction or if y'all bring toys in the room. It doesn't make it worse. Like
let me
I,
ask.
if you're going to do it, do it. Just do it.
I feel like healthy adult conversation about sex is what leads to what you do in the bedroom in relationships. If you're dating, if you never talk about it, if you just show up in the bedroom one day and you just doing it, you know. But me, I have hot date night cards. Hot date
Mhm.
night cards for couples who are just dating and learning each other to, hey, do you like, is this something that you like to sit down over dinner and talk about something other than bills and kids? You
That
know?
part. That part.
So healthy communication, open minds, open levels in the bedroom. Maybe it was something that you weren't interested in, but they sparked an interest in what you like, and you're curious. It's
Mm-hmm.
never, you should never be ashamed to tell the person that if you're not comfortable enough having sexual conversation with the person you're laying down with, you probably shouldn't be laying down with them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I agree
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, so from
100%.
that, I'm going to ask this question, and I want people in the comments to respond too. Do you feel as though you have to have more than a sexual attraction to have sex with someone?
Mm.
Like, could it be just I'm just trying to get off, you're available, let's do this, no strings attached? Do you feel like that is a thing, that you can have no strings attached sex?
If you've previously discussed it, like, this is what we doing, we meeting, that you smash good, I like the way you take me through there. If it's a healthy adult conversation before, this is, we just I don't think it's healthy to string somebody along if you know your intentions aren't well for them. I don't
Yes.
I don't feel that. But if we are no strings attached, I like what you do, you like what I do, let's meet up and and you go your way, I go mine. But talk about it.
So by
Yeah.
dating, we mean a relationship. So somebody in chat says, well, they want to define dating. Are we dating multiple people or exclusive individuals? We're talking about exclusive individuals or a dating single, right, friend? Or Jess, let me
Yeah,
know.
well, I'm just
Right.
talking about any of them, all of them. So, like, if
Now,
you are just dating someone, or like they say, I got a friend with benefits, all those types of
see,
things. Like,
that's why I kind of throw the friends with benefits over into the single and dating category, because
yeah,
if once we've dated, once we don't teach our babies that it's okay to date people. I taught my
yeah,
kids that it was okay to date. My daughter just got her first boyfriend. She dated, non-sexually dated, until she
mm-hmm.
found somebody that she liked. She brought him home. She said, "Mom, I'm not gonna bring the bobos home, but
Yes,
when I find a gentleman, that's who I'll bring home." And I was absolutely okay with that. When you find somebody that you're in a committed relationship with, that's no string. That's not that, you can't be no strings attached on that, because we attached, baby. It's
mm-hmm.
here, you know.
Yeah,
But while you're out single and dating, if you run across a piece that you feel like, hey, he worth the try, I'm gonna try it. Don't restrict yourself. I'm just saying.
yeah.
But
I can't put Stan on the screen, but you see what Stan said.
Yes, the one he been treated like a whore before, not a bad experience.
September, take your man on a date month. Mess him up. Mess him up.
Mm.
But it's no
Oh
strings
man.
attached. Realistic. If you talking about it, then commercial. Okay. Dun, dun,
I'm so done.
dun.
Oh my gosh. Hold on one
Oh,
second. All right, Jess. We'll bring you right back, Jess. So listen, y'all, it is about that time. You know we are brand ambassadors for Dianu Apparel. So you can head over to Dianu Apparel, promo code Melanin Mindset, and you can save 15%. 15%. And that is also on clearance items as well. So please go and support us by shopping. Yes, they are a friend of the Melanin Mindset. And by that, I mean we are absolutely sponsored by them when you all purchase. So thank you so much for y'all hanging with us. Here we go, friend. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
What's good, Mindset family? The Melanin Mindset is thrilled to announce we are the newest brand ambassadors for Dianu Apparel. Dianu Apparel is a Black-owned apparel company that offers trendy African-inspired prints in each and every garment. They're offering our listeners 15% off their purchases just by using promo code Melanin Mindset. There's something for him, there's something for her, and there's even something for the kids. So head right over to Dianu.com using the description link down below, or just simply enter Melanin Mindset at checkout and save today. thank y'all so much for hanging in there with us. Please shop dianu.com and save 15% with promo code Melanin Mindset, or just click down in the description box below, and you'll be able to get directly in there with our discounted rate. So we're going to go ahead and bring Jess back out, y'all. Thank you so much, Jess, for hanging with us too. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So let's see if they
So,
left us anything good in the chat before we get started. Let's see. No. You have to understand you're creating a soul tie. Friend, do we want to talk to that?
no, I don't.
Okay.
I, I don't. Because I feel like he was answering something we talked about a while back. And I feel like we're on the second half and we should go more into some more physicalities. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this conversation. So now, us three, we have had our fair share of sex. And I have I in my journey of speaking to young women and things like that, and even when you listen to music and watch TV shows and stuff, it's always like this unspoken stigma of where it is meant for the man to be satisfied with. Like, sex is something that's good for men and something that women just need to do. Did I say that right? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I don't know
Absolutely.
that I do.
I
Mm-hmm.
got you. I
Go
picked up
ahead.
what you was putting down. But go
You
ahead.
you picked up what I was putting down. Yeah. So like what is some messages that we want to really get out here to women about enjoying sex? Because a lot of times it's not presented as something to be enjoyed. Just like you said, when you went to go ask your mom about it, it wasn't something that none of our parents were like, yeah, go ahead, do it, girl. It's gonna be good. This is what you gotta do to keep yourself safe. This is how you enjoy it. But at the end of the day, we all ended up doing it, but nobody told us how to enjoy it.
That is why
Mm.
I absolutely love to grab me a little baby about at the age of 18 and pull them in and educate them, because parents aren't comfortable having that conversation with their kids. But I am. If we had that conversation more often, that women are supposed to be satisfied sexually. We are not just to be jumped up and down on like trampolines. And even though that may feel good to you,
Mm-hmm.
it's so much more to sex than just the intercourse. It starts with your mind. If you
Yes.
because women are mental creatures. If we're not stimulated mentally, sometimes we're laying there thinking about the laundry that needs to be done. Oh
Talk
my
about it.
God, I forgot to pay this. I forgot to call such and
Talk
such back.
about
The
it.
grocery list. You know what I mean? Because we don't shut down mentally. I have
Yeah.
things for that too. But it's just a whole cycle created that women are just supposed to be moms and sexual pleasure for men, and we have magic buttons.
Mm-hmm. I like it. Magic buttons.
I'm not gonna say it. Listen, I said it
No,
before.
Don't
You
say
guys
you
know
it.
I'm
you
not
I,
gonna
gotta
I
say
died
it.
when you.
All right. But yeah, no. I agree. I agree. I think it's common that ends up being what it is, or women's most common complaint. I've had conversations with girlfriends, and they're just like, once he done,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, hold up, what? Once he done,
Yeah.
he done. No. That can't be. Like,
No.
somehow you have to. We were watching a podcast, my husband and I, and it was a guy who had a guest on his podcast, and she was talking about how it could take a woman up to 45 minutes to get the engine running. Like, you got to start from nothing and build on that. You, on the other hand, you say, I'm ready, and you ready. There's some women out there. They can just be ready,
You
but
know,
it does take about that 45 minutes for them to get warmed
the,
up.
the time span of the average sexual encounter is 6 minutes for a man, from penetration to ejaculation. You feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's a long time because those 60 seconds in 6 minute increments feel like a long time, but the average sexual encounter between an adult situation is about 6 minutes when they put it into ejaculation. So we need those 15 to 20 to 40 minutes to get our bodies ready to be entered. And if you don't have those 15 to 20 minutes, please make sure that you're using a lubricant, because just like it's
Mm.
your pregame when you don't have time to pregame for the foreplay. You ain't got every night to lay down and do 20, 30, 40 minutes of foreplay. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm. You
That's
correct.
valid. That's
So,
You're
valid.
correct.
okay. So make sure that you're protecting yourself at all times.
Mm,
Lubrication is key to.
friend,
Yeah. And
I
like
want
you
to
were
bring
saying,
back
sometimes for us, you just because you say you ready to hop on it, the natural lubricant ain't
The
flowing like that
natural lubricant ain't flowing that
fast.
fast. It's
I
just
want to
not.
bring back a question that I mentioned last week, and I want to present it to Jess. So last week I said, we got one. Ladies need to learn their bodies to know where they like it and how they like it. Then they communicate to their partner and enjoy sex better.
Yeah. Okay.
I read that
So
right?
I just wanted to put it up there because I got a story that goes with it. So go ahead, finish
Oh,
what you were
all
saying,
right.
friend.
So I want to bring back what was said last week, right?
That's
I
my
want
mom.
to. That was your mom. All right,
Mm-hmm.
so basically this. So I made a comment last week where I said, so women, if your husband is ready to go and you're not ready, then what is your response expected to be? But then I said, when they were saying, well, then if I'm not ready, it's no, right? I said, but wait, what if you're ready and he's not? Then the consensus was he need to get ready, right? So I made a comment and I said, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. If my husband came to this door that I'm looking at right now and was to say, baby, let's go, I'm gone. Do you hear me? I'm gone. I'm gone. So I'm not in that camp. I'm not in the if he ready and I'm not, then he just gonna have to chill. And then if I'm ready and he's not, then no. If he comes to that door, it's gonna be something about him saying that is just going
Mm-hmm.
to let's go. You know what I'm saying? And I that's me. So I want to ask you. I see you doing this right here. That's giving me you have something to say. So please go ahead.
If my husband came to the door right now and the same
Did her
thing was
husband come to the
said,
door? Where'd she go?
if my husband came to the door right now and the same thing was said, yes, I'm gonna holler at y'all a little bit later. I've enjoyed the show. You can reach me at uh
Mm-hmm.
www.justromance.com. But I agree. I don't subscribe to that. And it's not a lot of us that do subscribe to when it's time to go down. It's time to go down. So many women use sex to control situations and things, and
Yes.
it's a natural occurrence. It's healthy to relate to each other. It is very unhealthy to keep yourself like. I feel like the more you touch, even if it's not a sex a penetration
Mm-hmm.
situation, even if it's purely intimacy, don't deprive your partner of intimacy because when you come together, you feel better. You put positive vibes in your life and your situation.
When you
No,
come together. But
right, I come together. Okay, I'm with that. No, I don't subscribe to the shit. Like, I just don't. I'm sorry. This is me.
like I can't it's not that I subscribe to shutting them out or subscribe to you having to conform when he's ready. I'm saying for me personally,
Okay,
I can't see that. You know what I mean? And the reason I
I
can't see
can't
that
either.
is because it's something about him saying it that
The
just
mental
that just
stimulation to your
shifts.
mind. The mental
Mm-hmm.
stimulation to your
Right.
mind.
It's
Now,
it
imagine if he shot you a text. Imagine if he shot you a text at lunchtime saying, "Babe, at 7 p.m., I need you naked on the bathroom counter, and I'm gonna be upstairs to get you." You gonna be naked on the bathroom counter waiting to be gotten. I mean, it's something about
exactly.
mentally stimulating your partner and what clicks and ticks with them. Women are mentally stimulated. Instead of you
Mm-hmm.
smacking her on her butt because you think it's fine, maybe you should rub it and say something real sweet in her ear. Women are mentally stimulated. Men are
Yeah.
visually stimulated.
So okay, I'm play devil's advocate on this one.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So I do feel like that comment comes about depending on where you are in life. So if I just came home from work, we settling down kids, and honey's like, babe, I'm ready now. It's like, what's wrong with you? You don't see what's going on right now? And I feel
Yeah.
like that's more the consensus. I feel like sometimes men just have terrible timing. Like, did
Terrible
you not
timing.
just Did you not just see this baby shit all over me, and now I got to clean it up, and you talking about you ready to go? What's wrong with you?
That is where that's a man. Listen, I hear that a lot. I hear that a lot. Women, they you done been dealing with people in the world all day. You gotta come home and deal with kids, cook dinner, this, that, and that. At the end of the night, you not ready. You like, boy, if you don't go on. Okay, so I absolutely have to bring this product on because this is going to help you. This is called O.Cream, and it's in the throwback bottle. It comes in a white bottle, but this is a throwback bottle. Anyway,
Okay.
the O.Cream is for when you are not feeling that moment, when you need an orgasm to relieve your stress and your nerves and your this and your that and the other, to pull your mind back into the situation that's going on at hand. In the middle of the night, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., we flip you over, roll you over, boom, you're not ready. Grab your O.Cream, a pearl-sized dab, and a lot of women don't even know where their clitoris is. So tonight I'm going to introduce my hangina to y'all. This is a hangina.
Hey, hangina.
Can we clap for the hangina? Because it's
Clap
so
for the
many women.
hangina.
It's
We
so
got an
many
extra
women
guest.
that do not know where their clitoris is. It's so many men. They be all over the place. And your clitoris, your magic button is here. Some, they look different. Just like my thumbnail may look different from yours. No clitoris looks alike. But all of them are treated equally. This is your magic button. If you take a pearl-sized dab of this, it's gonna reset your brain, wire your brain to your downstairs.
Your nether regions.
Your nether regions. That part.
Your coochie nipple.
I gotta say it. Your coochie nipple. Your coochie nipple. It's gonna let your coochie nipple know it's time, girl. And then it's gonna make it pleasurable. And you ain't gotta be there all night. This is Bobby Miller's favorite product in the whole. I had to teach my husband the demonstration with the O.Cream because he was out in the streets putting all our business out everywhere.
Okay.
So yeah, the O.Cream is something I have for that.
Oh man! So y'all listen. You can shop with Just Romance at www.justromance.com. When we get closer to the end, she's actually going to let you all know all the products she has to offer. So her little sneak peeks, coming in there. Just know we about to give y'all. We're gonna give y'all all the tea in just a minute, okay? So with that being said, friend, toys in the bedroom. Yes. Toys in the bedroom. All right. So we might as well hit that point because I know we're gonna ride that one a little bit. Yeah. All right, we're gonna ride that one a little bit, and then we'll give her the floor because I'm telling y'all,
wait. I got my story.
Oh, go with your story.
Okay, so the thing was what she said. Well, I forgot what the comment was, but basically about communicating and exploring and finding out what you like and what you don't like.
Learning your body.
My husband and I, we frequent like couples retreats and when the churches have like marriage events and stuff like that. So this one we were at, the pastors this was their ministry. Their ministry was marriage and sex, and that's what they talked about. And the wife, they were talking about when they first got married. And like they were like being all hot and heavy and going in the room. And she said something real nasty, like, I want to feel you, like some, like the corny cliche type things. And he looked at her and said, what did you say? And she got so embarrassed. And she went in the bathroom and she was crying. And it was just a whole disaster from that point. But I mean, eventually they got back into the swing of things. But the point was that we have been so like we said, our first experience was through pornography, was our first thing of learning about sex. And you hear people talking and you hear people saying, oh, this is this and I do this and I do that. But if you do it thinking that your partner is gonna like it, they might not, and then you're doing something that you might not like. So what we did in this particular thing, she challenged us to explore. She said, go upstairs and just touch certain parts of the body. See if you like that. Do you like this? Do you like rub your ears? Do you like when I kiss on your back? Things like that. And we had this whole joke. We called ourselves the Astro Explorers because they also introduced us to a lubricant that was called Astroglide. And so and then they had the Explorer exercise, so it was the Astros. It was funny, but anyway. But like a lot of couples don't do that. You just go into it saying, okay, I know people talk about doing doggy style, let's do doggy style. But when you learn what you like that experience could be so much better. It could be so much better. That was my story time. Okay.
Oh man. So we're gonna ask Jess well, not even just Jess, viewers too. Let us know. Do you think toys in the bedroom is appropriate? Friend, you made a
Boys.
comment toys in the bedroom. So and there was something else, are toys considered cheating? So we're going to talk around that a little bit. But friend, to your point where you said something about the whole, people watch porn and that's their first introduction. Like, porn is not a realistic expectation of what you're going to get when you're in the bedroom. And I just wanted to put that PSA out there before we dive over here and start talking about these toys.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all be fully aware that porn ain't it, and I'm telling you, she not gonna moan like that, she not gonna whine like that, and it's not gonna be that easy. So
And if she do, she lying.
She lied. That
She
is
putting
right.
on for you.
I agree. Whether you like it or not, you got to keep the realistic expectation that that is not what's going on in the real world. It's not. You not flipping and folding me and turning me and just we not okay. No.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
listen,
So Guyana Poe wanted some clarification. It's called O cream. Every woman in America needs this. It's for your clitoris. It's 1,000 uses in one bottle. O cream. But
I'm a,
toys
I'm
in
a, I'm gonna put you up on something. Ganja Po, that's my husband.
Mm-hmm.
to- when she not feeling ready,
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. But toys in the bedroom, toys are your teammate. When we as human beings can accept that toys cannot hug you, hold you, kiss you, and do those things, but they can please you and add pleasure to your situation. Toys
Mm-hmm.
are your teammates. Say you tired. This is for those that say no, don't touch me when he comes in. It's called the Get a Grip
Mm.
with the creamy whipped lubricant called whip. Okay. When he not in the mood, break out to Get a Grip. You can still be intimate with your partner. You can still have intimate moments without it being intercourse.
Okay.
So absolutely. Absolutely. I married a man 12 years 8 years my senior. So he just you gotta eat toys even out the playing field in the bedroom. And if you
Okay.
incorporate it more, it's not don't think of it as your competition. It's not your competition.
Yeah, and I think a lot of men think that way. Like they think of it as like I should be enough.
You
You
don't
don't
need
need
all that.
toys.
You don't need all
Yeah.
that. Boy, if you don't move.
I will tell you, my first introduction to toys
Okay.
was through Jess. Like it was
West
at the
Falls
first
Beach.
party I went to with
West
her,
Palm
and I
Beach.
was like, I've never had it, but I said, but I'm not like, oh no. Like I was like, I'm interested.
Hey, when you have that extra time to explore with your partner, toys are bombdiggity.com. I'm telling you, you find places that you didn't know exist in your life. You stimulate simultaneous things at the same time. It is
Mm-hmm.
mind blowing. When you open your mind, you can open levels in your bedroom. I'm a firm believer in that. Closed minds gonna keep you doing the missionary one style, hitting it from the back, and all that basic, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Call me. Let me
Mm-hmm.
come over.
I'm done. Girl, listen, I see somebody in the chat says, nope, have fun. And it says toys are helpful. Listen, friend, I don't know when that was that you went to her party, but I do you remember the craze behind the rose? Because my husband
Yes.
commented the rose, right?
Yes.
Girl, when I met the listen, when I oh, you have a version of that. Okay.
Okay.
So Pure Romance offers a version of that. Girl, you gotta tell us about those in just a second, okay?
So ready. I'm so
So
ready.
so everybody had the rose. Everybody bought this rose. This
Right.
thing
Oh my gosh. It's
vibrates
air
in so many
pleasure
different
technology.
ways. It's got look that girl. And then this thing was like the smallest little most disrespectful tool that anybody has ever brought into their bedroom. Listen, this thing not only was vibrating, this thing sucks. It vibrates. It's got suction. It's just nuts. Okay,
Got seven
Nuts.
different levels, 7 different modes.
listen.
Wow. Yes.
I remember the
It's
first time that
it
I
should
met
be
the
called the
rose.
Soul Snatcher.
That part. Remember, I had busted a thing in my eye, friend. Remember when I had busted a thing in my eye with the rose? The first time I met the rose, that was terrible. I had a, what is it
Not
called?
an
A thing in your
injury.
eye.
You might have a class action suit.
What is that thing? Like, is a vessel? I feel
Yeah.
like I'm over
Yeah,
complicating
yeah.
this. But yeah, so I'm like, I looked at the side of my eye and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, are you serious? I'm looking at my face like, bruh, I done burst the blood vessel in my eye, fooling with this daggone rose. No more, put it away. I quit. You know, like that thing was killing people. The Facebook posts were outrageous. What did you think about that particular toy? I know you have your own version, but what did you think about when that
It
toy was
is
really just killing the internet?
it is air pleasure technology. It is air pleasure technology. So, as I showed you guys from my hand, Jana, before your clitoris, you take the air pleasure technology part and place it right on the clitoris, and it's gonna blow little small puffs of air that you have no. We're gonna call this the soul snatcher. It also
Mm.
vibrates on the tip, so the whole entire thing vibrates. This right here with a partner off the meter. If you have not explored double penetration as a jitty bug back in the day, doing just experimenting, trying shit, bring it to your bedroom with a pandemic toy. This is the
Yes,
invention.
the rose was the pandemic toy. It
The
really
pandemic
was.
toy.
Oh my
Air,
gosh.
air
Listen, my
pleasure technology rocked the world. It really
Hmm.
did.
girl, it destroyed bed sheets. It rocked the world.
Wait,
It
what?
compromised health. It compromised
Not
people's
Okay.
health.
compromising health.
So
Like,
I'm not.
bruh.
I love this little baby because it is literally handheld. I keep
Mhm.
mine, my personal one, I keep it in my pocketbook. You never know. I'm just
Mhm.
Listen,
saying.
the rose was so crazy. Now I do talk to my sister, but we don't really go that far in our conversations. But that
Okay.
rose was so crazy. I had to call my sister and I had to send her the link. Like, bruh, have you heard of this rose? And I had to tell my sister, bruh, go on Amazon and get you a rose, bruh. If
Right.
you
It
don't
was.
have a rose,
It
get
was
you a rose.
definitely. I appreciated that because it was really a like. Let's open up and talk about this, and it really had women like talking to each other, which
Yes.
I feel like you said, like I don't know if men do it all
But
the time or not,
But
but
listen,
we
listen
don't.
here. Let me bring this in. Let me
Mhm.
bring this in. Not all toys are created equally. Some
Okay.
women, and if in exploring, you find some women like a steady. Some women like a flutter. So if you get a toy that flutters and you are a steady woman, that's not going to do anything for you. And you may think
Right.
all sex toys are no good. You may think, no,
Yes.
this is not for me. But when you book my parties, you let me come over and I show you my things. You learn what you like so that you know what you like. Some women are lefties, some are righties. You catch that in
Mhm.
the you can catch that later. But all clitorises are not created alike. You have
That
to
part.
find what feels good for your body. And if it don't feel good, don't be
Absolutely.
afraid to say, wait a minute,
That ain't
stop.
it. That
That
ain't
ain't it.
it.
Don't
Let's
just
move
keep
on to something else.
And see, and
right.
that circles back to what we talked about, making a mature adult decision when it comes to having sex. Because if you're having intercourse with someone that you cannot say I don't like that,
I don't
or if
like
you're
that.
having intercourse with someone who you can't say a little bit to the left or slow
Yeah.
down, then you
Yeah.
shouldn't be having intercourse with this person, because now you are not controlling your own body. And it's like having that autonomy of your own body and being able to say, hey, I do and don't want this for my body. If you
That
can't say
Mhm.
that
comes
to that person, you can't. Like, you
that
shouldn't
comes
be.
with exploring yourself privately. That comes with
Right.
solo play. That's why
Mhm.
I wanted to touch on masturbation earlier. You gotta learn your body in those moments when you can learn your body so that you can better communicate what you like in the bedroom. If you shunned upon, oh my gosh, no, don't touch stuff. Like legit talked to a lady a couple of days ago. She told me she was celibate. Celibate don't mean don't get your orgasm. Still, it's healthy. It helps to regulate your mind or
Mhm.
relate to yourself, even if you're not relating. The first relationship you have is with yourself.
Yes.
If you're
Absolutely.
not relating with yourself, you can't relate to other people. So
That's a whole
Absolutely.
fact. Whole fact. Friend, we have a lot of topics, a lot of points still left on this here good list. I did send you over a quick message. So
We'll
because it's
we'll
about that.
yeah. We'll talk about it.
Okay, so we're about that point right now where we want to go ahead and open the floor to our guest and let our guest express to you what she has in her area of expertise.
Mm-hmm.
So just let me cut my little graphic off. I don't want them to be distracted. I want them to hear you, girl. So let's
Okay.
go ahead and bring you up and let you go ahead and talk to the people.
All right. Something that I never ever want to leave a situation, a conversation about sex with is not teaching people about TLC. The importance of taking care of the toys that you do invest your money in and taking care of your body as well while using those toys. So, TLC is going to be making sure that you have a shit. What my toy tote? A toy tote. Pure romance, and you can find it on my site www.justromance.com. A toy tote. Toy totes keep your toys clean from getting dresser drawer lint. I think I seen somebody say they had a dresser drawer full of toys, a chest full of toys.
Hmm.
Store them in toy tote cleaners, all of them, because you can get your little red toy with your little blue toy, and they'll make little purple babies because silicone melts silicone. Just an
Gotcha.
important fact to know. Toy totes are healthy. The toy totes that we have are BioShield 75 line. It wicks away mold, mildew, moisture, and again, nightstand lint. You don't want to be ready to get in the mood and you got to be like, baby, wait, let me pick this lint
Let me
off.
go clean it off.
Gotta go wash it off. Okay. The toy tote.
Yeah,
Lubricant.
that thing got dog hair on it.
Lubricant. Okay. Lubrication saves your nation. I like to let everybody know lubrication saves your nation. Women, don't be ashamed to use lubricant. Men, don't shame women for using lubricant. It is healthy. The skin around your vulva and the skin on their penis is thin and porous. You cause micro tears, which leads to bacteria infections and things like that. Always use a great lube. The one that I suggest is just like me. It is pH balanced, water based, condom safe for the singles. And it comes in fun flavors. It also comes in a CBD if you have pain and pressure during sexual intercourse, because some of us experience pain that men don't know about. So make
Wow.
sure you got your lubricant on hand always. This lubricant can be
That's some
applied
CBD
12
coochie cream.
this lubricant can be applied 12 hours prior to the sexual encounter. So, like I said, in the middle of the night when they tapping on your shoulder, if you put this on after you take your shower, you are already ready when he flips you over. And you don't have to have those 15 to 20 minutes, because the moment you get aroused, it gets aroused for you. That is just like me. Okay. The name says it all. It mimics the natural consistency of a woman. So it's just like you. Okay. And
Nice.
the TLC is cleaner. Something that they did not tell everybody when they were doing the rant and rave about the rose is how to clean bedroom accessories, how to clean them.
Yes.
Because if you don't clean them right, you're going to end up with a doctor's bill. And
Okay.
a copay, it's cheaper than a copay.
Got you.
I promise you that. You spritz it down, rinse it off, drop it in the toy tote. It is ready for your next encounter. Okay. Maybe you got to knock on the door while you was playing and whatnot, and you just got to throw things away. Throw it in your toy tote to keep it clean until you can get back to it to clean it. But don't just
Mm-hmm.
toss it over into the drawer with everything that's going on.
With
Okay.
everything else in there.
This cleaner is also great for makeup brushes. My husband discovers that it cleans sneakers pretty well. Um, you do not
Interesting.
Yes, baby, it's multi-purpose. You do not wash your clothes with toothpaste, toilet cleaner, nothing like that. Clean your toys with the appropriate cleaner for your toys. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of where you get them, make sure they're clean and stored properly. That is the bottom line. And the winter time is coming. I could not come online and show you the simplest form of foreplay. This is Bosom Buddy Lip Balm. It goes
Hold
on your
up.
lips.
I have that. I have that. I got that from somebody. It's
Come
my syrup
on
in
in
a
the
little black
room.
tube. I have that.
It goes on your lips and your nips. It doubles as a lip balm, so it won't get lost in your car like the little bitty lip balms that you're buying a million of a year. Get you a
Mm-hmm.
bottle of the Bosom Buddy. It's like a 6-month supply. Okay. Again, it's fun for your lips, nice tingly, keep them moisturized. It doesn't have alcohol in it, so it won't dry it out over time to have you reapply. You can put on your nipples and it'll stimulate them in the moment. Fun. This is Your nipples are your hardwire to your clitoris. If you're not getting that coochie, whatever we call it, if you're not getting
The,
that stimulation, put a little bit of this on your nipples, your real
mm-hmm,
nipples.
mm-hmm.
Okay. And also something that I would like to share with this community: coochie nipple. Your coochie got a nipple. Your chest got a nipple too. If you can't activate your chest nipples, your coochie nipple is right there for you. Because
Oh.
I know this conversation is for women of color and culture. A lot of our men aren't going to the doctor,
Mm-hmm.
getting themselves seen about. They run from it, they shun from it. So a product that I would also very much like to highlight tonight is the Up All Night Prolong Cream. It is cherry limeade flavor. If you've ever had a slushie from Sonic's, this is your same thing in a bottle, but in the
Sure,
bedroom.
limeade is pretty
Okay.
doggone tasty.
It's gonna allow your man to give you more pleasure, longer, stronger, and it is amazing. Okay. These two products are highly suggested. They are just romance favorites. The O cream, this is my husband's favorite. The Up All Night cream, it is a fan favorite for all women because
Mm-hmm.
we be ready sometimes and they not ready. And when they ready and when we ready and they not ready, we ready to fight. So
Yeah, it can
that's
get
been
violent.
proven. That was proven from the last question, right?
Listen, I'm like I done told y'all what camp I'm in, and my husband talking about he loved limeade. I quit. I quit.
It's
Listen,
cherry limeade,
he
little.
said he asked what was that sneaker cleaner called.
Oh, it's called cleansing mist. It's called
Okay.
cleansing mist. It
Cleansing
is
this.
great for your toys. Your wife has beautiful makeup. I watched her put it on for the show. It cleans makeup brushes. And I actually have a pair of right here, hand to me, right here close to me. The In Good Hand gloves. These are one of the simplest forms. The power of touch. I also want to leave that with you. The power of touch. The more you touch your partner, the more you'll want to touch. The less you touch, the more opportunity you leave space in between for other things to happen. So
Mm.
when you're not feeling good, touch, hold, hug. But these are In Good Hand gloves. They also help with the come clean to clean the makeup brushes. Since they were sitting right here handy, I wanted to pop them
Oh yeah,
on.
because then you can
And
use a little
also,
thing and
yeah, it's
Ah,
great for exfoliation. You can leave one in the shower to exfoliate with, and you can leave one in the bedroom for fun time and play.
that's thinking
You can
genius.
also
that's pretty
take your
clever.
That's so
you can
smart.
also take your little bullet and slide it down inside while you're giving a massage, and I call that massage 2.0. Y'all need to book me for a party, bring me back down, and let me show the ladies some new tips and tricks and things that I have and I've discovered. That was in 2018. It's
Yes, it
2020.
was. It was a while
I
ago.
will
Hold
definitely
up.
come back to West Palm.
We need to get her to West Palm in 3 weeks, friend. She
I
need to be in
travel.
West Palm in 3 weeks.
I
Listen,
travel.
you down the street from me because now we really need to talk. All right, but no, for real, you need to be in West Palm in 3 weeks, friend. We need to get her to West
That's
Palm.
my birthday time. If y'all wanna
I was
bring me
getting
When
down
is
ready to
your
say that's
birthday?
her birthday.
October 5th, I'm a Libra. October 5th.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
September the
I'll be
22nd.
40. This is my great 40th birthday. And I mean, I really would love to bring it to West Palm. My daughter,
Okay.
Yes, happy birthday. Well, listen, we've already hit our time for this evening. There's so much more I'm sure you all would like to say. And if you are still here watching with us, go ahead and comment down below anything else. We'll definitely be commenting back to you later on after this stream comes to an end. And feel free to watch the playback. So if you're watching the playback, yes, the 40th. So if you're watching the playback though, thank you so much for tuning in, and feel free to drop your comments down below as well so that you can stay connected with the Melanin Mindset and we'll get your questions over to Just Romance, y'all. So let me know where they can find you online. Jessica, can you tell them where they can
you
find
can
you
find me.
online?
Yes, ma'am. You can find me on Facebook, Jessica E. Miller. You can find me on Instagram, Miss J Mill. You can find me on Snapchat at Just Romance. My website is www.justromance.com. And my email is justromance69 at gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Hey, get at me. My website. You can all the information is listed on my website. So I really, really, really enjoyed you ladies. Thank you for having me. And if y'all want to do a part 2, I am absolutely open for the conversation.
Awesome. We loved having you here.
Listen, absolutely, absolutely. So again, everybody, we'll be back on Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Thank you so much for tuning in with us this evening. Y'all have a great night, and we love you.